2. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Jeremy Grant. And it's Watford in at power forward. And for Washington, Morris and Beal are the backcourt pair. Kyle Kuzma out there with Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Gafford in at the 5. Right, and when the Blazers shook things up, many thought they'd do a full rebuild, Brent.
Yeah, but B.A., how do you get full value for a guy like Damian Lillard? I just don't think the return coming back would equate to that. So they've reworked the roster, and we'll see if these guys can get back to postseason play and then rely on Dame time.
Morris passes to Porzingis. Oh, and Porzingis powers it home.
Porzingis right through the defense, and a sweet dunk from the big man.
Lillard outside. On the wing, Simons. Fires in the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Beal outside. Porzingis in the post. Hands it from short range. Porzingis has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Kristaps on the inside that time doing some damage.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Eubanks, he's checked in for Portland. On offense, here are the Trailblazers. Lillard outside. Pass to Eubanks. Back to Lillard. Here's Eubanks. 5 to shoot. And Porzingis with the block.
And Porzingis showing some of those signs from early on in his career. He was a great shot blocker.
The kick out to Morris. Nurkic against Porzingis. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
A top 5 pick back in 2015. The 7'3" Kristaps Porzingis ushered in a bit of a new era there. The rise of the 7-footer who could step out and drain 3.
Well, since Porzingis was drafted, there have been a bunch of 7-foot shooters going in the first.
It's a good call, B.A. You think about guys like Lowry, Markkanen. These guys feel like they stretch it out a bit. They can get behind the three-point line and knock shots down. Porzingis opened up a new way to think about the offense from the 5 spot.
Morris with it. He's picked up by Lillard. Here's Beal. And then Beal with the dunk.
That's some flashy footwork there from Bradley Beal.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
You look at the resume of one Damian Lillard, and there's just no shortage of clutch moments and amazing individual performances in big playoff games.
And with Lillard, he has to be considered among the best point guards of this generation, Brent.
Well, he said some interesting things with regards to comparisons, B.A. There's only one player at his position that he can accept being ranked behind, and that's Steph Curry. You talk about 2 guys up in the stratosphere of where point guards of today's game are playing, and Dame is sitting on that cloud 9 with Steph.
Portland trailing here. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And here's Nurkic for 3. Gafford grabs the miss. The Wizards have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Porzingis with it. Eubanks is there. They get the rebound. Gafford passes to Porzingis. Out to Beal. From deep. The shot, no good. And it's Portland the other way. Nurkic with the ball. Gafford picks him up. Simons passes to Lillard. Back to Simons. The 3. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Simons got 6.
And Anthony believing in himself that time. Just 0 hesitation on that, Jake.
Beal gets the bucket.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Rebound, Washington. It's Morris penetrating. Porzingis for three. Nurkic with some nice D. Portland has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Pass to Eubanks. Lillard outside. There's the triple. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got 4 rebounds now. Right side, Porzingis. Out to Beal. Porzingis with a screen on Simons. Morris outside. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. No good with a layup. The Trailblazers shooting just 38% so far in this one. Lillard left side. Outside for Grant. Puts up a 3. And the three-pointer goes.
Well, nice smooth release from Grant that time. Can't let him get that kind of rhythm.
Pass to Beal. They kick it out to Porzingis. Uses the glass on the layup. Give him 8 points now. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Kristaps Porzingis getting it done for the Washington Wizards. 8 points in the... Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Avdia out there with Taj Gibson. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. Then it's DeLon Wright. And it's Kispert in at the 3. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Here's Avdia. Back to Nunn. Right outside. Takes a 13-footer. Here's Avdia. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Floats a runner. The shot won't fall. And Washington the other way now.
You know, the Wizards really came up short last season on the defensive end. They consistently struggled to get stops, which makes it twice as hard to win games.
Portland's shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Pass to Reddish. The kick out to Johnson. Here's Sharp. Right side Reddish. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Little, no good. Just wonder how the Wizards can remedy their defensive weaknesses from last year.
Well, BA, mindset is a big part of it. They just need to have better focus on pressuring the ball handlers and making sure shots are getting well contested.
Got a piece of it. Here's Kispert. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And the Wizards lead by 3.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Outside Reddish. Back to Little. From deep. Washington with a rebound. And here's Wright. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Goes back up. It's deflected. And he gets it back. Pass to Kispert. They shoot again. And here comes the break. Here's Reddish. Oh, over the top. Are you kidding me? Wow.
Amazing.
Man. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
There's these moments where Reddish can do it all himself. A two-way threat, taking pleasure in putting his stamp on those kind of sequences.
Back to Wright. Pass to Kispert. Here's Avdia. And it's good. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was
The previous play is on
2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. The Trailblazers.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Simons is checked in for Sharp, and Damian Lillard subbed in for Johnson. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Lillard fires away from way outside, and it's all tied up. Lillard's got 6. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
It's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Simons finds Nurkic. Back to Simons. They set the pick. Pass to Lillard. Fires for 3. Avdia pulls it in. The Wizards have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Here's Beal. And then Beal with the Thunder Jam.
Great athleticism. Bradley Beal with his steps down and rams it.
Timeout called. Portland. Eubanks, he's checked in for Watford. The Trailblazers have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. And it's 6'9", Denny Avdia with great size for a wing, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And you combine that with his motor, too. I mean, he's already an excellent defender with the versatility to cover inside and out.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Monte Morris is a nice second point guard to have on the roster. A very good scorer who contributes in a lot of other ways.
Off target from outside.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And here's Simons outside. Gets the 3 to fall. Simons has got 9.
And Simons right now just assertive and confident in his offensive game.
3-pointer, Beal. That one is off. Now Portland takes it the other way. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Nurkic a screen on Beal. Simons passes to Nurkic. And the layup is good. And it's now only a 1-point Washington lead.
Simons playing unselfish. That's going to help this team get in a great rhythm.
To the inside. Pass to Avdia. Beal with it. Shoots over Simons. And too long on the shot.
That's a shot they want just about on every.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Wizards up 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Hey, it's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
So the Trailblazers 5 right now. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Drew Eubanks out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Porzingis misses. Portland leading. Grant with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. It's stolen by Kuzma. It's stolen away. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Eubanks. Lillard outside. Eubanks the screen. Puts the move on. A nice shot by Lillard. And it's a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
You love the way Lillard moves the ball and uses his body to shield it as he gets in there and gets bumped.
Here's Beal. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Jeremy Grant.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Well, very few players have the firepower that Bradley Beal does as a combo guard. He's been in the league since 2013, and defenses still haven't figured this guy out.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Now Morris. Pass to Porzingis. He takes it in. Kuzma outside. Beal outside. Shot clock at 6. The 3. The kick out to Morris. Kuzma outside. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. Here's Porzingis. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. And as for Beal's offense, Brent, it's all that much more impressive given what kind of load he's had to carry.
Well, BA, it's not just the load he carries, it's that he really hasn't had that complimentary guy next to him the past few seasons. It's been developmental guys, younger players with potential. So defense is focusing on Bradley Beal, all their attention to him, and yet he still produces.
Beal, the pass to Porzingis. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
This is a big-time night for Porzingis. He's really fun when he gets going like this.
Pass to Graham. Lillard outside. Another one falls for Portland.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Now Morris. Here's Gafford. The steal.
2 minutes.
Here's Eubanks. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Eubanks the screen. On the wing, Simons. Fires from deep. The rebound by the Wizards. And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter. Beal's shot is good. Beal's got 4 points in the quarter.
This is what Beal is out there to do, just pour in points. And the Wizards had to deal with a lot of changes last year, not just in terms of the roster, but also bringing in a new coach.
And you know, in Washington, you have to think it takes more than one season for a new coach to get acclimated.
That's for sure, BA, but now you're talking about Bradley Beal not being there for the entire year, so these guys just having time together and trying to figure out where their roles end up settling. It's really important for these guys to have those relationships built early on for them to have success this season.
And the ball out of play. The Trailblazers will have it.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Timeout called, Portland. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Watford's checked in for Portland. Washington trailing. Pass to Nunn. Gibson, high post. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Kuzma. Right outside. This for the tie. Out of bounds. It'll be Trailblazers ball. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. 40 seconds left in the third. Pass to Little. To the right side. Baseline jumper. Offensive rebound. Watford gets the bucket. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
Making the most of that possession, unwilling to give up on the play.
They kick it out to Porzingis. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Porzingis sets a screen. Here's Kuzma. Ooh, poked away. Porzingis passes to right. Shot clock at 4. No good on the buzzer beater. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Trailblazers out in front. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Daniel Gafford is out there with Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Wright in at the 1. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Kuzma, the pass to Gafford. Porzingis with it. And they double up Porzingis. And Watford pulls it down. Portland leading. Inside. Here's Little. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Here's Washington now. Pass to Porzingis. Puts up a 3. Kuzma outside. Beal outside. Just 5 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Gafford. The shot that time not on target.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
To the middle. Here's Watford. Pass to Reddish. Here's Watford. He's guarded by Gafford. Now a timeout called by Portland. Morris, he's checked in for Wright. A big group substitution here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Little. Grant comes in for Reddish. Simons is checked in for Sharp. And Lillard subbed in for Johnson. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups address the team. He told them, quote, play as if it's 0-0. We want that type of energy and focus. We might be winning, but this game is not over yet. It's a clear message, guys.
And Allie, thanks. Grant against Kuzma. Good on the shot. Kuzma's got his first points of the game.
And a soft touch from Kyle.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Eubanks, he's checked in for Portland. And so here's Portland. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Takes a step back. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 14 points here in the second half.
And this team relies on that kind of production coming at the hands of Damian Lillard.
Portland foul. Drew Eubanks. Second personal foul. First team foul.
And Beal launches from deep. No good on the quick 3. For Portland, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Pass to Lillard. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Beal.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Gafford the screen. Down low. And the dunk by Gafford.
Size, explosion. He's a dangerous finisher, and we saw it right there.
Lillard outside. The 3 ball. Getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
Pass to Lillard. Back to Simons. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth. Eubanks the screen. Clock at 6. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. The shot misses. And Washington the other way now. Here's Kuzma. That one's good for 2. And now it's just a 4-point Portland lead.
And Kuz on the cruise with that bucket.
Simons against Beal. Lillard outside. Back to Simons. There's the triple. Rebounded by Kuzma.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Gafford. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break. And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
Kuzma, the pass to Morris. It's Beal on the wing. Back to Morris. And it's in. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. For 3, Porzingis. Portland grabs the miss. Pass to Eubanks. And it's in there. And now it's a 7-point Portland lead.
Nurkic's getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Right side Porzingis. Lets the 3 fly. No good that time. So the Trailblazers win it. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So
probably be something of a chess match, don't you think, Greg? Both these squads love to run intelligent half-court strategies.
Yeah, you can expect to see some interesting playmaking as these squads try to open each other up and create opportunities to score.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Williams is out there with Lou Dort. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Holmgren in at the 5, roaming the paint.
First points of the night, and you know this is going to be a battle of matchups.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, I talked with head coach Mark Dagnall. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thank you, David. And Greg Anthony for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, part of a growing trend in this NBA, giving his team length in the backcourt.
Yeah, 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. He can see over the top of the defense. He helps you on the glass, and he can switch onto front court players defensively. That's what teams are looking for nowadays.
Clock at 4. Out to Kuzma. It's Beal on the wing. Outside, Porzingis. Here's the 3. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Dort finds Williams. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the 3 off target. Wizards have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Outside for Beal. Takes the 3. The Thunder pull it in. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by Kuzma.
And you know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's rise to NBA stardom was meteoric.
Well, for me, GA, the more responsibility this guy seems to be given, the better he gets. He's improved every year, and at this point in Shai's career, it looks like his ceiling could be very, very high.
You know, one thing, Greg, the Thunder have done a great job drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past, a few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. There's Beal with the 3.
Well, the ability to be disruptive with your length. Josh Giddey digging down defensively.
Here's
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Out to Kuzma. Morris looking over the floor. Kuzma finds Morris. Just 4 to shoot. To the middle. It's stolen by Dort. 1:35 left to play here in the first. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Porzingis against Williams. Porzingis passes to Beal. To the right side. Here's Gafford. Nice ball movement by Washington. And the dunk by Porzingis.
What a pass by Bradley Beal. This guy is an elite scorer, but don't forget about his passing skills.
Tries it from the top of the key. Misses off the left iron.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Morris kicks to Gafford. Poke loose. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Gafford. And here's Porzingis. Nifty move. And Holmgren pulls it down.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Morris against Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wow, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander quick off his feet. Defense doesn't have time to react.
Outside Beal. He takes it in. Out to Kuzma. In the corner, it's Gafford. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Possession of Oklahoma City.
12 seconds left in the first. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 1 second left. Wow! Unbelievable!
Can't do it much better than that right before the clock expires.
What a way to seize momentum.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
And, guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
So the Thunder 5 right now. We've got Williams, and it's Joe in at the shooting guard. And sometimes in the closing moments, NBA games can slow to a crawl. Of course, you and I know that firsthand. An intentional foul, replay reviews. What should the league revise in terms of that?
The most important thing they did is take some of the replay reviews and allow Secaucus to deal with it. That speeds up action. The fact of the matter is fouls and free throws at the end of the game are part of strategy. And yes, we need to be quick with replay reviews, but we have to understand this is strategic and important stuff that happens.
Williams, a screen on none. Joe can't get it to go. Wizards trail by 10. Out to the right wing. Nunn wide open. Washington gets it back. Back to right. Passes it to Nunn. Just 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Nunn's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Washington. Doris, last season was a tough one for the Wizards. What was the biggest missing ingredient that you saw?
Well, I think there were so many things going on with the organization, Kevin. First and foremost, you brought in Wes Unseld as your coach. It was a great move, but obviously you have to institute an entirely new system on both ends of the floor. Obviously, they had some key personnel that were hurt during periods of the season. So a lot of new faces across the board for this team. So much went into their struggles.
Doris, I've heard many times Corey Kispert talk about how glad he was to stay at Gonzaga for his senior year.
Kev, his perspective was so great. What he said was he treated that season as a, quote, runway to the NBA. And that's what it proved to be. He improved in almost every phase of the game and went from a likely second-round pick to top 15. That is tremendous.
Down low, here's Avdia. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
All right, if you're DeLon Wright, you've got to be willing to set your teammates up. What a pass, on time, on target.
The pass to man. Here's Robinson Earl. Pass to man. Deflects the pass. Here's Wiggins. Can't hit that one. And Washington the other way now. Right side. Kispert dishes to Gibson. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Avdia. Rebound by Williams.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Gafford with the ball. He's picked up by Holmgren. Porzingis against Giddey. Porzingis inside. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in the game.
They can see the ball handling ability of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Moves with precision, creates opportunities in pick and roll action. That's nice.
Porzingis fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And staying healthy for Porzingis has been a challenge over his career. Not uncommon for players standing well above 7 feet.
And in New York, even before his injuries, the front office voiced concerns about Porzingis' ability to stay healthy.
Well, the track record for players 7'2" and up, not great. And today's game demands more movement from big men than ever before.
Beal with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Morris passes to Beal. And stolen by Giddey. Gilgeous-Alexander against Morris. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Wizards trail by 8 to the wing right side. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Out to Morris. Porzingis inside. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Morris.
Well, we know that Kristaps Porzingis can shoot the rock. He's a sweet shooting big, but you'd love to see him use his size in the paint.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Morris. Shoots over George. No good. And tight defense there bothered that shot. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder.
With the score, your Wizards 17, the Thunder 25.
We've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Morris and Beal are the guards. Daniel Gafford is out there with Porzingis, and it's Kuzma in at the 3 side. And that's the group starting the second half for Wes Unseld Jr. Beal the pass to Porzingis, and Doris when healthy. Do you think Porzingis can still be an all-star caliber player in this league?
Yeah, you know what, Kevin, I absolutely do. Porzingis very capable nightly of giving you 20 and 10. And at 7'3", because he can space up and make jump shots, he is always valuable. The key to me is 2 things. Stay healthy and make sure you're locked in defensively. He can be a great shot blocker. I think he needs to lock in there.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander attacking and in rhythm on the offensive end.
Wizards trail by 10. Outside, Beal. No good from outside. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Here's Holmgren. Dort finds Giddey. And first time of the game called for Oklahoma City.
I think when you begin talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder, the first name you have to bring up, obviously, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's a guy who can lead an organization both with his skill set and his leadership abilities.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Good on the shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 12 now for the Thunder.
Well, great decision from Dort. If your teammate is open, get him the basketball. Nicely done.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He can, and for the Thunderbirds, they're so excited about SGA being the face of their team.
Well, the commitment they made tells you all you need to know. He signed through the year 2027, meaning he's here for the long haul, and he has a great attitude about it. They have told him you are a cornerstone here in Oklahoma City.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. They get it back. And the dunk by Holmgren.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Giddey. Gafford with the ball. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Porzingis.
Amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Beal, the pass to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Oh, Kyle Kuzma off his feet in a hurry. Nice finish.
From the high post. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Out to Porzingis. Kuzma outside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Part of being a great scorer is understanding how to take the hit and score against tough defense. Hello, Kyle Kuzma.
Taj Gibson's checked in for the Wizards.
You know, over the last couple seasons, it feels like the Washington Wizards roster is in constant flux. I mean, from role players to all-stars, guys coming in and out.
And stolen by Kuzma. Morris with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins. Out to Kuzma. And he lays it straight in. Kuzma's got 7 points in the game. For Washington, how difficult, Greg, is it to win when your roster changes, as you were just talking about? It changes so much from year to year.
It's really tough. I mean, take Spencer Dinwiddie. You know, he signs a big 3-year deal, traded 6 months later. So when things like that happen, it's so difficult to create chemistry. Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Gibson. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. And Washington making a change here. Gafford's checked in. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. Joe Good.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Right side Beal. Out to Kuzma. With the drive. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got his 5th assist in this one.
You add the ability to put it on the deck and drive to the cup with his shooting ability, and Kyle Kuzma's problematic to guard.
It's tipped. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. Tries again. Banked in off the glass. 13 points in the game.
Well, this is an aspect where Porzingis has been criticized, not rebounding with authority, but boy, he does so there.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma. Here now a chance to show you assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard,
put the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Josh Giddey. Williams is out there with Lou George. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the rise and fire, continuing to evolve as a three-point threat.
Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And that one drops.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Out to Porzingis. Outside, Beal. In the corner, it's Morris. Lock at 6. Williams with the steal. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got his 5th rebound in this one. And stolen by Giddey. Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. He feeds it to Holmgren. And it's Giddey in the corner. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Thunder another 3. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Thunder.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
There's Williams, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
Oklahoma City. At the line for
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch.
The previous play is under review.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for the Wizards. Wright comes in for Morris.
first team foul. Substitution for your
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Giddey with it, picked up by Kuzma. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Bangs home the trifecta.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hit.
And the coach's challenge being used up here. Not a lot of time left. You've got one to use. Might as well do it.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn
The previous play is under review.
here and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
If via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA Replay Center has ruled, guys. The call stands on the goaltender.
And maybe the only downside is that you use up your one coach's challenge for the game. So if anything happens beyond this point, you might wish you had that back. Smart not to take any chances and give it another look on the replay. That's such a valuable safety net for the officials to have.
Taj Gibson's checked in for the Wizards. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Right, dishes to Gibson. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Misses the wing check. Wizards trail by 9. And Wright kicks to none. And here's Porzingis for a 3. The Thunder pull it in. They've led by as many as 14 points. Holmgren the pass to Williams. And there's Holmgren. That's good on the assist by Williams. And now an 11-point Oklahoma City lead. Here's Nunn. Out to Kuzma. Back to Nunn. Outside, Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Kuzma. Gilgeous-Alexander against Wright. Back to Kuzma. Goes back up. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
You have to be aware if you're a defender where Kyle Kuzma is. This guy is a scorer by nature.
And both free throws good for Kuzma. The Thunder leading by 9. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis with the steal and stolen by Giddey. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. There's the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Wizards have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Here's Gibson, and he makes good on the layup.
We know this. Taj Gibson loves getting physical. It doesn't matter how aggressive you are.
Here's Holmgren, and the dunk by Holmgren. And that put a hush over the crowd.
Wow, I mean, took these fans out of the game in the blink of an eye.
And Kendrick Nunn is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the drive. The kick out to Williams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Giddey the pass to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Out to Kuzma. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win.
right, everybody, time to get into it. NBA, we've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
All right, let's check out the starting group for the Thunder. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Holmgren. Then there's Lou Dort, and it's Williams in at the 4. Now here's Dort. Williams a screen on Lillard. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
He's efficient, low turnover rate. Shai is more than capable of running the show.
Outside Thibault, back to Lillard. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Looking at players with limitless range, Grant. Damian Lillard right at the top of that list.
Oh, B.A. And Lillard, he can just make it look so easy. He gets a lot of his strength on his shot from his legs. On the short list for players you don't mind pulling up from the logo.
He's known for being clutch. When games are tight, Damian Lillard leans into the spotlight and knows how to deliver.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target from the wing.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Grant's shot is off.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Dort outside. Pass to Giddey. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
Oh, didn't think that was going in. Lillard's got 5 now.
Tremendous range. I mean, that'll stretch a defense thin.
And Nurkic comes to help. And that one's good. Holmgren.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Giddey against Simons. Pass to Nurkic. Grant outside. Outside Thibault.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. And it's Simons missing. The Thunder have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
Portland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And the Blazers had been a mainstay of the...
Oh,
my goodness!
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Dort, the pass to Giddey. Lays it up and banks it in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Simons. This one for 3. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
We've seen Anthony go for 40% from deep for an entire season. You know this man can shoot it.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Nurkic picks him up. And it's Jeremy Grant with a foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Holmgren. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, what a play.
Oh, and he slams it down. Wow.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter of the game. Lillard outside, shoots, and it's Portland with another.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Outside Giddey. It's Dort on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Defended by Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 points for him. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
One of the signature moves of Dame, that deadly pull-up. No chance for the defender.
Pass to Holmgren. And that one drops for him. Holmgren's got 6. Neither side willing to relent.
That's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
Here's Grant. And rejected. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Here's Holmgren. Outside for Dort. Pass to Giddey. Back to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Thunder. 8. Man, it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Thunder.
For me, it's all about playing downhill. They've been making it look easy to find penetration in this one, attacking the lanes and forcing the issue with the D.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
Nasir Little out there with Drew Eubanks. Then there's Sharp, then there's Johnson, and it's Reddish in at the 3. That's the group for Portland starting the second.
At the line for your
that free throw no good.
Yeah, and despite being the youngest team in the league, the Thunder have been solid defensively the last couple years. A great sign going forward for this franchise.
And looking at this Oklahoma City roster, what makes them so good on D?
Well, they have loads of length. The Thunder have made a point to draft players with huge wingspans, making things difficult for opponents scoring-wise.
Sharp, no good. Thunder with a lead. Here's Joe. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Here's Sharp. And there's the rejection. Oklahoma City has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. High post, Robinson Earl. 20 feet out. Shots blocked. And the Thunder making a change here. Williams is checked in. And it's the Blazers with the ball. They trail by 6. Here's Johnson. Basket's good.
Hey, if you give him room, he's gonna score the ball.
The Thunder have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Take it away. Now the Blazers on the move. Here's Sharp. Williams defending. And that one is hammered home.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
But the truth is...
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after...
The previous play is under review.
There's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drives. What's the value of breaking the paint?
BA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim, but if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter from three.
There's a screen by Robinson Earl. Pass to Joe. Wide open look. They get it again. Here's man. Oh, stolen by Lillard. Here's Thibault. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
To halt the run. And the basket by Joe. He's got 9. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Agile drive by Anthony Simons. He sees an opening and takes off. Some players just need an opportunity to succeed. Take Anthony Simons. With increased playing time during the 2021-22 season, we saw him take off.
Grant outside. So Oklahoma City ends up going with a new group. 1:46 left in the second quarter. Well, for Simons during the 21-22 season, Smitty, injuries opened the door.
And BA, not just any injuries. Portland was without Dame Lillard and C.J. McCollum most of that season. And Simons filled the void. His scoring went up about 10 points per game.
Thibault with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Grant, the pass to Simons. And that's good from 17 feet. Simons got 9.
A jack of all trades, Jeremy Grant also has a strong feel for when his guys are uncovered.
Portland has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Simons outside. Pass to Grant. Now Nurkic. 6 to shoot. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. No good with the triple. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Dort outside. Gilgeous-Alexander against Simons. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Lillard outside. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. Dort finds Williams. Here's Holmgren, defended by Nurkic. Dort for 3, buries it from 3. And now a 5-point Thunder lead.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero. Aside from the rim runners in this league, most bigs are now asked to help stretch the floor.
That'll count. He's off on that one. And that'll do it for the first half of play. It's the Thunder up 8, and we'll return shortly.
And let's hear it for the Jabberwockies.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Well, Portland's shooting a nice 50% for the game.
Well, we're starting to see the pieces fall into place in OKC. Their number 2 overall pick, Chet Holmgren, showing tremendous promise. And the chemistry he's developing with Josh Giddey and SGA makes them very, very intriguing.
Taking a look at Oklahoma City. We've got Luguentz Dort. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Williams in at power forward. Simons against Dort. Nurkic up top from deep. Drains the triple.
Nurkic, the big fella, showing his quick shooting ability.
Oklahoma City has gone 6 of 8 from the three-point line in this matchup. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Here's Williams, and the layup is good off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 7.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
The three, here's Lillard, and again, it's Portland with a three.
This is what makes Lillard an all-star caliber player. His ability to fill it up.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Grant outside. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Impressive night for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, scoring and doing it in a variety of ways.
Outside Thibault. Lillard outside. Takes a 13-footer, and it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound in this one.
An unusual skill set for his size. Holmgren can initiate offense from every level on the floor. I mean, his versatility is unbelievable.
Here's Lillard. It's tipped. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Timeout called, Portland.
Who wants to update their fit tonight with a free t-shirt? Make a little noise. Time to get loud for your Blazer Dancer.
For Portland, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. You expect 7-footers to operate off ball, but Holmgren is just as good with the ball in his hands, Grant.
Yes, he is, B.A. I mean, we've seen him go coast to coast in the open floor, take his defender off the dribble and get to the rim. And if you sag off him, well, he can just rise up and fire.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the league and the world have endured tremendous challenges in recent years. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "We found a way to keep going under very difficult circumstances. It required enormous diligence. To keep playing throughout the pandemic, we are particularly proud of that." Brian?
Hey, the show must go on. Thanks, Allie. Man, offline with a 3. Portland has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the 3-point line in this game. Back to Reddish. Pass to Johnson. Here's Eubanks. Williams grabs the board. The Thunder have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Here's Joe. Nails it from beyond the arc. 15 points in the game.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
4-3. No luck on that one. And it's Portland the other way. Here's Sharp. Pass to Little. Outside Johnson. 3-pointer Sharp. Portland, no good that time either. Oklahoma City's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. To the left wing. Here's Joe. He's got 15. The 3 is up. Can't sink it. 4th miss out of 9 attempts. Portland has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. And that one's good. Sharp.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. 1 second left. And so it's Oklahoma City. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Oklahoma City has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Thibault in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
Good move getting it to Lillard. He can get ahead of the defense on the break.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Watching SGA run this offense, he's so patient, and he reads the defense exceptionally well.
Yeah, Gilgeous-Alexander really plays at his pace, Grant.
You know, B.A., he's one of those guys the defense just can't speed up. And every move is purposeful. No wasted motion. He methodically breaks you down. And he's really made his mark with the three-pointer today. And that's another big one.
Just think where they'd be without all the work he's done from the three-point line today.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Pass to Thibault. Simons outside. Back to Thibault. Another one falls for Portland.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Nurkic passes to Graham. Outside Thibault. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Lillard. From the arc. Doesn't go that time, so the Thunder will take it the other way. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Nurkic. Lillard with the ball. Nurkic, a screen on Giddey. Here's Lillard. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
And defensively, they're speeding them up, forcing mistakes, and continuing to come up with steals.
For Portland, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Pass to Nurkic from downtown. The Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 8 now. And here's Dort. Here's Williams. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That's on Anthony Simons.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And he's good on the second. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Lillard passes to Graham. Back to Lillard. Outside for Grant. On the take. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist.
You know, there's some power to Jeremy's game now. He's become hard to knock off balance.
To the middle. Grant with a steal. Oh, got a piece of it. Simons finds Lillard. Back to Simons. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Now just a 4-point Thunder lead.
Firing with confidence, Simons continues to flourish when given the opportunity.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. And it's Holmgren missing. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Inside. Dort against Thibault. Dort, right side. Such a wide open look. And the Thunder lead by 6.
This is what you do when your opponents try to take away the 3 and the painted area.
Lillard passes to Graham. Out to Lillard. Giddey against Simons. And there's the drive. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Dort on the wing. Giddey against Simons. And that one's good. Giddey.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out. He must have ice in his veins. Simons pushes out all distractions and drops the clutch shot.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Williams from long range. That shot missing.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Lillard against Gilgeous-Alexander. The three. The shot by Lillard. No good. Pass to Giddey. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
And you have to guard him out there. I mean, he can do damage from deep, even from way beyond the arc.
And so it's Oklahoma City winning this one. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure.
teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And now Washington's starting group. Morris and Beal are the guards. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. And there's no question that Porzingis is still a very effective player in this NBA.
Yeah, and I guess, Kevin, the thing we're still looking for is the consistency in the health. We know how talented he is offensively and how he can stretch out defenses with his ability to shoot the ball, but something's got to change in terms of how consistent we get KP on the floor for the entirety of a season. And you love for a guard, a guy that small, the tenacity that Lillard has in the paint, just not afraid of the bigger guys.
Out to Porzingis. He dishes it to Morris. Clock at 6. They double team Beal. Launches it. Morris, no good.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
And Beal kicks to Morris. Outside, Beal. Pass to Gafford. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Nurkic. And so Nurkic will bring it up for Portland. Lillard outside. Kicks it out to Grant. Knocks down the 3 ball.
No doubt that Jeremy Grant wants to become a better shooter, showing signs of progress in his catch-and-shoot game.
Beal against Simon. Out to Porzingis. Lets it go from deep. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Porzingis has got 5.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
So accustomed to carrying the load offensively every night, so Beal picking up 2 in transitions to help.
And you look at the young talent the Blazers have, a nice young core group that can grow. Simon's the big name from that group. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
A 3-pointer off the mark. And Simons and Little Greg, a pair of names Portland fans are definitely excited about.
And they have shown that they can be valuable players. Portland got a lot younger with the trades they made last year. Now they have to have that youth develop. You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And the call will be against Anthony Simons. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
1:49 left in the first quarter. Beal's shot is good.
Just such a polished scorer. Bradley Beal getting to the interior.
Lillard scanning the floor. To the inside. Simons. Beal against Lillard. And Lillard gets double teamed. Slammed home, and they call the foul. Headed to the stripe for one more.
All eyes on Dame that time, so he just moves the ball casually right to the open teammate.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Now here's Beal. He's got 7. And there's the pass to Porzingis. Outside for Beal. Beyond the arc. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
And Bradley Beal is going to stretch out a defense with that kind of range.
Always a shame to see a guy like Bradley Beal have to go in for season-ending surgery like he did in 2022.
Well, that decision, I think, was tough, but in the end, for the length and longevity of his career, was the smart one for Bradley Beal. Get himself fully healthy, fully physically and mentally ready to get back on the NBA floor and be as productive as he's been throughout his career.
It's Lillard, top of the key. Tries again. And the layup is good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Beal, the pass to Porzingis. Misses the three. Trailblazers trail by 3. Inside from 7. And Nurkic finishes inside. Nurkic has got his second bucket.
Simon's playing unselfish. That's going to help this team get in a great rhythm.
Here's Beal. Passes it to Porzingis. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Washington out in front. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
So the Wizards 5 right now. We've got Kendrick Nunn. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Morris in at the 1 spot. Here's Sharp. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. Wizards leading by 3. Morris inside. Johnson on him. Now here's Kuzma. Guarded by Reddish. Shots good by Gafford.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in. And the Wizards, one of these teams that's still in search of an identity. They've got a lot of skilled players, but it's really hard to say right now what this team is all about.
Now, here is Morris. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Back to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
I don't know who's going to get up to that as Porzingis skies for the dunk.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. And Portland making a change here. Watford's checked in, and a switcher also for Washington. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Monte Morris. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. A factor in Washington's lack of identity has to be, Brent, their frequent roster changes.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin. There's been a revolving door there, and the front office makes a lot of moves. They're just trying to capture something, trying to get their star player healthy, and trying to regroup and see if something clicks.
Here's Porzingis after Nasir Little's bucket. Fires the 3. The rebound by Watford. Trailblazers trail by 5. Johnson outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Changing teams in your rookie year couldn't have been easy for Keon Johnson.
He only played 15 games for his original team before the trade, and I'm sure that was a challenging introduction for him to the league, but those are the lessons you learn early on. Control what you can control, and now it's up to Keon to try to find a way onto the floor consistently.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Gibson comes in for Daniel Gafford, and Kispert subbed in for Kyle Kuzma.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And Wright kicks to Porzingis. Trying to get open is Gibson, and it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Wright. Porzingis has got 11 points.
Yeah, that's tough for the defense. Porzingis inside. I don't know who defensively is going to get to him.
And here's Sharp. Johnson in the corner. Pass to Sharp for the three. No good that time. And the Wizards now going the other way. Out to Porzingis. Another one falls for Washington.
Porzingis has shown us signs of a little bit of everything here. Scoring, skill, dominating offensively.
Now a timeout called by Portland. So Portland ends up going with the new group. We've got 1:48 left in the first half of basketball. Lillard against Wright. Simons from outside. Offensive rebound. Nurkic. Great D that time from Gibson.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Porzingis again. And now a 10-point Wizards lead.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Here's Eubanks. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Driving the lane. Right outside. Porzingis is doubled. The kick out to Wright. The Wizards working the ball around now. Outside, Porzingis. 5 on the clock. Crosses over. And that one clearly. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more previous plays, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coach.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. They're double checking, and the game continues on.
Beals checked in for Kendrick Nunn. That free throw good from Porzingis. GA, something that's kept Portland from getting over the hump is their defense.
Kevin, their defensive rating hasn't been pretty for several years. It's a point of emphasis for the Blazers going forward. Shore up the D and try and take that next step.
Now, here's Lillard. To stop the run. A three-pointer is right on target. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
And this is where Lillard is most dangerous. He's going to look to shoot a lot of threes.
And Beal kicks to Porzingis. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And it's Portland with the rebound. Left side, Grant. And there's the drive. And the dunk by Grant.
Grant's always looking for those seams, so when he finds one, he'll rip right into it, like his aggressiveness there.
And so we conclude the first half. Wizards
With the score, the Trailblazers 24, the Wizards 31.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Then there's Jeremy Grant. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Eubanks in at the 4 slot. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. Over to the wing. Porzingis inside. To the wing on the left, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And you hear the legends, Brent, talk shop. So often it's about what separates winning players from the guys that don't win as much. What comes to mind for you?
I think what comes to mind, Kevin, is expectation. And sometimes we get a little bit ahead of ourselves with guys who we want to anoint as the next great player. Look, sometimes it takes 3 or 4 chances at the highest level to finally reach that point where you have the confidence and the experience and the know-how to be one of the best players in the league, and who complements you along the way. So to me, it comes with a great deal of patience to let that player achieve that level of success.
Wizards on D, following the score by Damian Lillard. To the left wing. Grant the pass to Lillard. 6 to shoot for the tie. And again, it's Portland with the 3.
And we know it. We've seen it. Lillard's range extends well beyond the 3-point line. Hard to keep a hand in his face from that far out.
Now here's Beal. Gafford. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. And the Wizards lead by 2.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
GA, he's asked to carry a big-time scoring load, but Bradley Beal makes his teammates better as well. And that's it. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
At the line for your Trailblazers.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal.
The previous play is under review.
Sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are.
The ruling on the floor stands.
Make the right call. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Diaz checked in for Porzingis, and Monte Morris subbed in for Wright.
To make some noise for your Blazers dancer.
The free throw drops for Grant. 2022, Greg, a year for the Washington Wizards with some historic significance.
And it marks 25 years of the Washington Wizards name being on an NBA jersey. A cool moment for the current players who can look back on this franchise and know they're a part of history.
And Portland has possession. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. For the lead, lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Man, at the point guard position, are you kidding me? Explosive scoring ability and body control. That results in a bucket and a free throw.
The Wizards have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. And that one misses.
Shooting for Washington, Bradley Beal. Shooting 1.
Morris looking over the floor. Over in the corner, Avdia. Outside for Beal. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 6. Goes up on the high post. And too long on the shot.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Nurkic setting the pick for Grant. And it's denied. And they recover it. Pass to Eubanks. Down low, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Porzingis, he's checked in for the Wizards. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Kispert. Morris inside, covered by Lillard. Out to Morris. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession.
Washington ball.
Here's Beal, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And Beal with the reveal of some of his resiliency on that and one.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most. And sometimes a trade is exactly what a player needs. And that was the case with Jusuf Nurkic.
Back in 2017, you remember, it was Jokic, Nurkic, back and forth. They were getting limited playing time, and then finally it was a trade that allowed Nurkic to get from Denver to Portland. And he's kind of doubled up everything in terms of its production since then. On average, 4 to 6 coaching changes happen after every regular season, and in 2021, the Trailblazers parted ways with their coach after 9 seasons, and Chauncey Billups was brought in as their new leader.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. The feed to Little, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Here's Sharp, takes it inside, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Well, we know, Brent, the Blazers front office really seems to like Coach Chauncey Billups. They feel he brings a certain toughness to that team.
Yeah, the accountability part is what they lean on with Chauncey, and obviously a great connection in the point guard mentality between Chauncey and Damian Lillard, but immediately a lot of respect given to him because of how he carried himself in his career. So it's been a welcome change for the organization, and we'll see if they can build upon last year.
Now, here's Sharp. Not a lot of room. Two points. That one goes. Sharp's got the lead up to 4 now for Portland.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
There's Beal with the 3. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Reddish's shot is good.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Nasir Little picks one up.
I still think, even after a few seasons, that Porzingis has a focus to continue to get stronger physically. Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? He's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Here's Sharp, and then Sharp with the dunk.
And then the young fella busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg, that was sick and slick. The D had no chance. Here's Beal. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Morris and Beal are the guards. Daniel Gafford is out there with Porzingis. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. Little. Morris with the rebound. Wizards trail by 4. The pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Now, here's Sharp. He's covered by Beal.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
It's stolen by Reddish. Johnson with it. Guarded now by Morris. Here's Sharp. First three-pointers off the mark. Wizards shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. And Keon Johnson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Trailblazers, Washington with the ball, trailing by 4. Here's Beal. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
I'll take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
3 on 3, and Simons wide open. He'll fight. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Out to Kuzma. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 7. To the inside. And Nurkic gets it to go.
Nurkic using his body that time, a polished move.
Outside, Beal. In the corner, it's Gafford. Back to Beal. And they get it. And that's 2 points on the layup.
And Beal just taking it, all the contact, great momentum and balance on that play.
For Portland, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. And it's Lillard missing. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. The shot by Beal, no good. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Morris against Lillard. Pass to Eubanks. Simmons with the ball. Kicks it out to Grant. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Reddish, he's checked in for Sharp.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Lillard against Morris. Lillard, the pass to Eubanks. Lays it up off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Here's Beal. Kuzma outside. This one for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Eubanks got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Lillard. There's the 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. Pass to Kuzma. Back to Morris. Screen by Gafford. And it's Beal in the corner. 4 on the shot clock.
Good at getting defenders to compromise on the inside. Kuzma drawing a foul that time.
Second personal foul.
It's the first. That narrows the gap to 7.
At the line for the Wizards.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game. 36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
Well, he can shoot the 3, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
Outside, Beal. Back to Morris. Outside for Beal. Just 5 to shoot. Wizards need to get a shot off here. Porzingis. And again, Washington, no good. Now Lillard. And so it's Portland winning this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to...
Yeah, BA, these teams have almost a throwback style to how they play. They don't want to get up and down and play fast. They want to go slow, and that takes players who have patience and discipline. Tonight will be a tactical battle.
Now Washington's starting five. Morris and Beal are the backcourt pair. Kyle Kuzma out there with Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Gafford in at the 5. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams on the wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Beal outside. From deep three-point range. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams a screen on Morris. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
What a pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's capable as a scorer, but finds his teammate there.
Here's Beal, and the layup falls. Beal's got 5 points.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Grant, it's amazing how Holmgren transforms your defense when he's on the floor.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he really makes up for a lack of strength with length and tremendous timing. He has the lateral footwork to defend 1 through 5 as well. And, of course, he can block shots from any spot on the floor.
The Wizards have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Beal. The 3 is up. Knocks down the long J. Give him 8 points now.
Well, this guy shoots it with such tremendous efficiency. Bradley Beal provides the most important thing in the NBA, and that's floor spacing.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing, guarded by Morris. And the Wizards on the break. Here's Kuzma, and it's Kuzma finishing it off.
Wow, Kyle Kuzma off his feet in a hurry. Nice finish.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Porzingis with a screen on Giddey. Three-pointer, Beal. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wow, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander quick off his feet. Defense doesn't have time to react.
On the wing, Kuzma, back to Morris. Gilgeous-Alexander against Beal. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And that one's good. Giddey.
Well, that's about confidence and composure on the interior. Josh Giddey does stand 6'8", makes that a little easier.
Three-pointer, Beal. And that comes off the assist by Morris. Morris has got 3 assists in the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Tries it from 16. Not going to go that time. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Since KD left Oklahoma City in the summer of 2016, the Thunder have not won a playoff series, Doris.
That's exactly right, B.A. They had a few playoff teams, but they were all bounced in the first round. I think that is what led this organization to basically hit the reset button. Now they want a title-caliber team, not a team stuck in the middle.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Dort, the pass to Williams. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Listen, that is all you can do defensively. Lou Dort, at times, is just going to make tough shots.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Porzingis, no good on the free throw.
Boy, you think about the surprises at the trade deadline back in 2022. The one that shocked me the most, the Mavericks sending Kristaps Porzingis to the Wizards. I was shocked.
Beal with it, and it's Giddey picking him up. And then Beal with the dunk.
Guys, these big nights are becoming commonplace for Bradley Beal. Every night you know he's going to give you great productivity.
Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Just a strong finish there, guys.
Hey, needed just one hand to do it. Beal, right side. And there are the Wizards with another bucket.
The sweet shooter looks good from any range. The mid-range, Bradley Beal says, yes, sir, that's in my bag.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Dort. Here's Williams. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Dort off the drive. And Gafford with the block. Morris for 3. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer.
Bradley Beal has been leading the charge for Washington. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
They've got Jeremiah Robinson-Earl, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. Beal outside. Lets it go from deep. They grab their own miss. It's right on the wing. Here's Joe. Outside, Williams. Wiggins outside. Back to Williams. Comes up empty down low. The Wizards have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Beal with it. Now Wiggins defending. Pass to Avdia. Here's Kispert. Beal outside. Nails it from 3. Beal's got 18 points in the game.
Well, this is what you want, right? Bradley Beal coming off the screen with purpose.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Joe. The Thunder with another miss. The Wizards have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Here's Avdia. Pass to Gibson. And here's Wright from the arc. The rebound by Wiggins. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Last season, Washington was hot out of the gates. They started 10-3, but things did not end well.
You know, and after that hot start, BA, a 25-44 ending for the Wizards, failing to make the play-in game as well. Just a disappointing season after the promise Washington showed early.
Beal outside. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. The Thunder have gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. Here's Joe, hounded by Beal. To the inside, Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Beal, the pass to Wright, launches it. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
What you appreciate about DeLon Wright is he knows his role, and he's willing to star in his role. And the other part about it is he's been committed to his own development.
And he makes all 3. Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, BA, courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them a charge, I prefer the no call. I like that idea.
Being ready on the catch, such an important skill, and Luke Dort's confidence really starting to grow.
Right outside. Beal from outside. And another miss by Washington. Oklahoma City's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Got a hand on it.
See the quick reflexes of DeLon Wright. Twice on the pipes.
Out to Beal. Pass to Gafford. Outside Porzingis. Second chance effort. Offensive board. Gafford passes to Beal. Porzingis with a screen on Giddey. Porzingis with it. And here is Kuzma. He gets it in there.
Part of being a great scorer is understanding how to take the hit and score against tough defense. Hello, Kyle Kuzma.
Nuns checked in for Bradley Beal. That's good from Kuzma.
Well, the 27th pick in 2017, Kyle Kuzma made first team all-rookie. He was displaying just sort of significantly better shooting in the pros than he did in college at Utah. And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Drills it from deep. Williams has got 7.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Here's Nunn. Kuzma, left side. Tries again. He got a piece of it. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Pounded by Wright. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Such a smoothness and ease to the way Shai Gilgeous-Alexander plays. What a pretty drive. Makes it look easy. Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
And so it's Washington. All right, Allie, thanks for that. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. How about Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game?
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Here's who Wes Unseld Jr. is starting in the second half. DeLon Wright is out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Gafford in at center, locking down the middle. And here's Wright from the arc. Knocks down the triple. 6 points for him.
You can see the level of attention Bradley Beal draws. This guy is so heady finding the open teammate.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Wright. Giddey passes to Dort. Driving to the basket. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That'll belong to Kyle Kuzma.
Lou Dort is 6'3", 215. You don't think he wants a little contact? That is nicely done on the drive.
Second free throw, no good. And when Dort's out there, Grant, he really gives this team a physical presence.
Oh, I like this guy, B.A. I mean, very strong, very aggressive at both ends. He makes a lot of hustle plays. Seems like every successful team has one or two of those guys like him.
Washington's gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Three-pointer, Beal. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander and Porzingis with the block.
A swat by Porzingis, that wingspan, letting you know he's in the house.
Beal outside to the paint. It's tipped. Stolen by Giddey. Williams with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Beal from outside. Here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has an array of moves, this guy can get going offensively. He's starting to cook a little bit.
Porzingis misses.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Gibson's checked in for Washington. How about this, Doris? The Wizards haven't been to the conference finals since 1979. Unreal.
That's exactly right, BA, and it gives you some sense of how tough it is to be successful in the NBA. Because it's not that long ago that their backcourt consisted of John Wall and Bradley Beal. Many at the time considered it one of the most dangerous in the league and thought they would be here for over a decade. It does show you how hard sustained success is in the NBA.
Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Gibson with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Here's Porzingis. That one off the back iron and out.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Giddey finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. And a nice finish on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in the quarter.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
A line change here for Oklahoma City. Gafford, he's checked in for Washington. Morris comes in for Wright. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Beal outside. From deep. They grab their own miss. And the shot goes. Porzingis has got his second basket.
Well, this is an aspect where Porzingis has been criticized, not rebounding with authority, but boy, he does so there.
Here's Wiggins. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Here's Mann. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Williams a screen on Beal. Joe. Off target with the 3.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Beal outside. That one doesn't drop. So Oklahoma City will take it the other way. Pass to Robinson Earl. Here's Joe, hounded by Beal. Here's Robinson Earl. And the ball out of play. The Wizards will have it. And coach must have had a really good look at this one. He called a coach's challenge for the out-of-bounds violation. It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority. This call is all about viewing perspective. A lot of times a coach may have a better view of this call.
The previous play
It's a matter of where the action takes place on the court.
Hey, when you're on the bench and see what looks like an obvious mistake on this call, you almost have to challenge. No matter when it comes in the game, you don't want to surrender any possessions.
The ruling on the floor is overturned.
All right, we're getting the word, and yes, they're going to overturn the call. The ball will be going the other way.
Yeah, the evidence on that one was pretty clear. The ball took another touch before going out of play. Good challenge.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Here's Joe. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. 15 seconds left in the third. Here's Beal. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Bradley Beal is one of the most difficult individuals to guard in the league. No surprise he comes up with the drawn foul there.
And Beal drops them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Pass to Giddey. And he banks in the layup. Giddey's got 6.
Josh Giddey has the size to absorb contact, doesn't let it phase him, just powers through the shot.
And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Giddey.
Oh, they're lucky that pass was just tipped and not taken. Could have been worse.
Here's Beal. And that's not going to go. And offensively, a great show for the fan. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Now a timeout call by Oklahoma City.
And look at this. This summer, a 5-year extension for Bradley Beal. One of the richest contracts in NBA history. Over $240 million.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He was harping on the number of offensive rebounds that they've given up. He told them they have to recommit to the defensive glass. He said, quote, "We're not walking away with the W if we don't box out." A simple message, guys, but an important one.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Also, Josh Giddey out there. Holmgren is out there with Lou Dort. And it's Williams in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And he's certainly elite. But does it surprise you that Bradley Beal has one of the biggest contracts in the NBA, Grant?
And that's just how it works. I mean, give it a few years and all the stars will be paid the same. That said, it must be nice. Those are some big checks.
Boy, when the conversation turns to the young stars in the NBA, I think it's hard to leave Shai Gilgeous-Alexander off this list. This is a 6'6" point guard who could do it all.
To the middle. Poke loose. And stolen by none. Gafford with the ball. And it's Dort picking him up. Morris passes to Porzingis. Count the basket. And the Wizards lead by 3. And Gilgeous-Alexander, he was unstoppable to end the 2021-22 season.
He was, B.A., because before being shut down with that ankle injury, consider this. Shai averaged over 30 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds over a 13-game span. And that was with shooting splits of 54% and 39% from 3. That's very impressive.
Porzingis in the post. Dort defending. Yes! And the foul! Lou Dort picks one up.
How about Porzingis? Shrugs off the hit. That work in the weight room paying off already. You gotta love the time he's put in to make himself a challenge.
Morris against Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams from long range. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Giddey. Now a timeout call by Oklahoma City.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wow, Gilgeous-Alexander putting in the time to become a big-time threat with big-time range.
Kuzma, the pass to Morris. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Lou Dort picks one up.
The Oklahoma City Thunder, clearly an organization focused on the future, look no further than the median age of their roster. One of the youngest teams in the league.
The Wizards making a switch here. Beal's checked in. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Williams passes to Dort to take the lead. And he takes it up and lays it in. And the Thunder lead by 1. Right, so having a young team like the Thunder must have its advantages and disadvantages, huh, Boris?
Unequivocally, the upside your guys have brings energy, potential, and obviously their lack of experience can hurt when you take on more veteran teams. But the key for this organization is player development. Can you build habits? Can you build culture? And can you build a winner?
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Thunder?
I mean, they've been sinking shots from mid-range, and they found a gap there in the defense, and they just continue to exploit it.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Giddey. Here's Williams. Here he goes. And Williams punches it home.
Yeah, just incredible court awareness by Josh Giddey. Understanding wide open man, I've got to find him.
And Beal launches from deep. Hits the three-pointer. Beal's gotten 4 this quarter.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
And Gafford with the block. And here's Giddey. Takes the 3. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
Wow, Josh Giddey might be young, folks, but a fearless big-time bucket right there.
It's Beal on the wing. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Back to Morris. They got the rebound. Here's Gafford. Missed inside. Thunder with a lead. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
And when you're a player like SGA, handling the ball late in crucial moments, you better get used to being at the line in big spots.
Gibson's checked in for Gafford. And so he drops them both. And it's a 4-point ball game.
In a close game, it's great to have guys you can count on to knock down free throws.
Here's Porzingis. On the wing, Kuzma. Pass to Beal. Banked it in off the glass. Beal's got 26 points.
He's got to embrace the moment, and Beal shining brightly.
Here's Williams. And he can't get that one. Good D by Porzingis. Washington has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Morris passes to Beal. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Here's Oklahoma City now. 2-point game. Gord outside. Pass to Williams. Now here's Giddey. 3-pointer. Money from deep.
Oh, my goodness. Josh Giddey, in a big-time moment, decides to knock it down.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. He connects. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
Huge shot from Kyle Kuzma. The sky is never shy.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Pass to Beal. Kuzma outside. Tipped. And so the Thunder take the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks, for Allie LaForce.
So off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Then there's Jusuf Nurkic. Then there's Jeremy Grant. And it's Eubanks in a power forward.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that time. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Lillard scanning the floor. It's tipped. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren wide open. And it's off from three-point range. You know, Greg Anthony, people talk about Jeremy Grant as a scorer. But what about his passing?
Significantly better moving the ball along. He's leaving no stone unturned as he looks to maximize his abilities.
Now here's Williams. Holmgren the pass to Giddey. Driving the lane, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Here's Lillard, and it's blocked. Gilgeous-Alexander against Simon. Knocked away. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Puts up a three, and it's Portland with the rebound. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year, 88% from the line? And this Thunder team in desperate need of a veteran, someone on their way out that can still be productive and provide some leadership for the young guys.
Now here's Lillard. Grant finds Simons. Grant in the post, defended by Dort. Grant, that's good.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
So now, how does Oklahoma City, Greg, get back into the mix in the Western Conference?
Kevin, it's going to be tough. Just so much inexperience on the roster right now. Keeping the core here, yeah, but experienced players to fill out that roster.
Here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander, after the missed three from Damian Lillard. Goes up on the wing. That one a little long.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Giddey. The Thunder leading by 5. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Lillard picks him up. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Here's Simons. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. There's the drive, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Agile drive by Anthony Simons. He sees an opening and takes off.
It's Dort on the wing. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Lillard the pass to Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Nurkic showing a lot of authority on that finish. He's not messing around.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Lillard outside. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. And Simons wide open. He'll fight. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Showing the quickness. Nice catch and shoot by Anthony.
Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Lillard. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Back to Simons. Pass to Grant. 5 to shoot. Here's Eubanks. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And for Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
On the court for the Trailblazers, you've got Reddish. Johnson is out there with Sharp. Then it's Little, and it's Watford in at the 5.
You look back at how the Blazers have drafted. They get a lot of value no matter where they pick. Great job of identifying and growing talent.
Drills it from outside.
Seeing the floor much better. Little with an easy find right there.
Here's Joe to the paint. And Williams with the stuff.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. 2 big marks there, you're right. And the last 2 lottery picks for Portland before the latest draft, Lillard and McCollum.
And Kevin, McCollum has since moved on, but they have knocked it out of the park in the last decade. Great job of maximizing draft assets. High percentage look. This is what your offense is designed to do.
Here's Mann. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Joe passes to Wiggins. From down in the low post, it goes.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Johnson inside. Here's Little. And that one is off. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Here's Joe. For 3. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Now, here's Sharp. D right on him. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. 6-point game. Here's Joe. Lets the 3 fly. And they'll get another chance. Here's Wiggins. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
You look at the current stars in the league, Steve, and team compositions, it seems like the big man is truly back. Is it because he can do more things than just play down low?
Definitely, Kevin. They can dominate with their size, with rebounding and manning the paint offensively and defensively. But then now you have guys that can get out, start the break, finish the break, and knock down threes. Doesn't take many of those, but Nazir Little from beyond the arc.
Oklahoma City moving it around. Wiggins outside. To the middle. Robinson Earl, good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
1:30 left in the first half. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Trailblazers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And looking at Shea's game, there's a shiftiness to it. Keeps defenders off balance.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Simons is checked in.
And we see Portland revamping on the fly. A lot of changes, but it's not a rebuild. This new look roster hoping to keep the Blazers relevant while also giving them a greater upside long term.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's deflected. Lillard with it. Dort covering. Here's Grant. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander against Lillard. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
This is what Shea excels at, navigating shot blockers in the paint and finishing.
Got a piece of it. It's tipped. Simons kicks to Lillard. Back to Simons. Off target from outside. Thunder trailing by 10. There's the pass to Holmgren. Now here's Giddey. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points.
The ability to alternate tempo off the bounce. This is how Gilgeous-Alexander keeps defenders guessing.
Grant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the defense.
Portland may have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
He came into this league as a defensive specialist. Now Jeremy Grant is becoming an offensive powerhouse.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And that would have counted. And so it's Portland with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back right after this. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Here's Lillard. Holmgren is out there with Williams. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And Lillard gets it to go.
Stepping in for that shot, great idea by Dame.
Greg, when you watch Anthony Simons play, you can see the burst he has on the ball.
And that goes for him attacking the rim and rising up for a shot. Impossible to stay in front of him with that quick first step. And with his skill and athleticism, boy, the sky's the limit.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
So crafty, Lillard is a true wizard with the ball.
And Williams, here we go, kept alive. Holmgren kicks to Dort. Cranes the 3-pointer. Dort's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Woo, he got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Again, the Trailblazers score.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Giddey. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Showing he can take over on the offensive end. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Passes to Eubanks. Off target from 3-point range.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Dort wide open. And the Thunder another 3.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Trailblazers leading by 6. 3-pointer Lillard. Portland again missing. Simons against Giddey. Lays it up and banks it in. Giddey's got his 2nd basket of the game.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one, no good. And so Nurkic will bring it up for the Trailblazers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Thunder with the rebound. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
He's efficient, low turnover rate. Shea is more than capable of running the show.
Here's Lillard into the lane, and that one is good. Lillard's got 12.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
From the arc, traps in the tray. Lillard's got 11 in the second half.
You can't give Lillard an ounce of space. That's when he'll pull up right on you.
Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. With the drive, and he jams it with authority.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Johnson, and it's Johnson with the jam.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
Here's Sharp, and again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Love the unselfishness. Not only can Cam create for himself, he can also create for others.
Man passes to Wiggins. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 6.
They might be behind, but you can't blame him. He has been spectacular so far in this one.
Now, here's Sharp. He's guarded by Williams. And Jeremiah Robinson-Earl picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
On defense, Oklahoma City trailing here by 8. Johnson, the pass to Watford. Shot clock at 5. It doesn't go for him. Williams with the defensive effort. Pass to Robinson-Earl. Here's Joe. The 3. The rebound by Sharp. And he banks in the layup. Sharp's got 14 points for the game.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
This is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now. We're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Evan?
Thank you, David. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, we've got Johnson. Cameron Reddish is out there with Little. Then it's Sharp, and it's Watford. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be
The previous play
really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Lillard. Here's the three. Dort grabs the miss. Thunder trailing by 6. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And Grant sends it back.
Nice defensive reflexes from Jeremy Grant. Able to get in there and throw off that shot.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball. Quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And boy, it just seems like they are blocking everything. All throughout this game, they have just wreaked havoc defensively.
Speed and agility. Lillard gets in there and flies up for a dunk.
Williams, that's good.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Dort kicks to Holmgren. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Lillard. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. A nice shot by Simons.
Listed at 6'4", but Anthony Simons has a 6'9" wingspan, and that length certainly helps him on the interior.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked in off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Lillard, good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Damian Lillard.
What I like about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he gets the nuances of the game. Terrific pump fake.
And so he hits both.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
Lillard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it out to Grant. Simons from outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
You can tell Simons has this shot dialed in. He's a very accurate range shooter.
Holmgren the pass to Williams.
2 minutes.
Driving in. It's deflected. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Bucket is good.
The playmaking skills of Lillard. Reads defenses so well and recognizes when they've left a teammate uncovered.
Giddey kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. 3-pointer. Sinks the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 29.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
Lillard outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Williams. On the wing, Giddey. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Incredible play by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This kid is not afraid of the moment.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
From outside the arc, and it's Portland with the rebound. 2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. He kicks to Williams. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Three-pointer, Lillard. And Holmgren pulls it down. Now Williams. Outside. Dort. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.